Foreign language skills. Intermediate. Module 7. Your career. 7.1.
Careers. Choosing a career is one of the biggest decisions we make in life. It used to be that we chose only one career. People would start a job when they were 18, 19 or 20 and stay in that same career for life. Their career path was quite straightforward. Nowadays, it is normal for people to change careers 5, 6, 7 times. New technology and globalization means things change quickly. We need to study and keep up with all the changes. I've had 4 different careers now. I like moving from one job to another. It means life never gets boring. It's much better to keep learning different things in different careers. I have no idea what career I'll choose next. Perhaps one that doesn't even exist today.
7.2.
Money makes the world go round is a well-known idiom in English. It means that if you want to buy a house, or travel round the world or study at a good college or university, you will need money, and probably lots of it. So, how can you get more money to do all these things? How can you become rich? Many people will give you lots of different advice. Here is my own personal list of 5 simple and practical things you can do to make your bank account really take off. Number 1. Save your money. Don't always spend the money you make on things you don't really need. Here is an often used illustration of what I mean. If you spend $3 on a cup of coffee every day at work, that's $15 per week, or about $60 a month. Over a year, that will cost you about $720, and over 20 years, all those cups of coffee will add up to $14,000. Number 2. Choose your friends carefully. Make friends who are rich, or want to become rich, just like you do. When you do this, you will learn more about how to make money. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, gives this advice. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Number 3. Find out what you really love to do, and then focus your time and energy on that. Steve Jobs, creator of Apple Computer, often talked about focus. You need to be so excited about what you do that it makes you get up early in the morning, while other people are still sleeping. Number 4. The 4th thing you can do to become rich might sound a bit strange. Don't work. Robert Kiyosaki, the famous author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, says that perhaps you should try to start your own successful business instead of working for someone else. Does that mean you should be the boss? No, he says, being a boss is also a kind of job, and takes too much time and hard work. Instead, pay someone to be the company boss for you. Very simply, you should first own a business, and then make your money do all the work for you. Finally, number 5. Start young and keep learning from your financial mistakes. You are human and, no doubt, over time you will make many of them. But that's okay. It's easier to lose $10,000 when you are 25 than when you are 65.
7.3.
Choosing whether or not to change careers can be tough. In order to make the right decision, it's important to evaluate the reasons you're interested in making that change. Here are 4 common reasons, along with some things to consider before making a decision. Number 1. You're bored at work. This is a valid reason, but be sure to identify the source of the boredom. Do you occasionally have boring days, or have you become bored with the work itself? It's possible to change your daily routine, but if you've lost interest in your field, making a career change might be a good idea. Number 2. You're unhappy with your income. Take a look at the potential for advancement in your current career. If there are opportunities for a promotion or a raise, you may want to stick with it. If not, you might consider seeking out a new career. However, it's worth noting that changing fields can sometimes come with an initial pay cut, especially if you're moving into more of an entry-level position. Number 3. Your work is negatively affecting your physical or mental health. Be sure to pinpoint the source of this suffering. Is it specific to your particular job, or do all jobs in your career cause this discomfort? This can help you decide if you need a new job in your field or a new career altogether. Number 4. You feel that your talents and abilities aren't being used to their full potential. It's important to feel value in the work that you do. Consider discussing your feelings with your supervisor first, especially if you still feel passionate about the work you do. Other duties or projects might be available that could make use of your abilities. At the end of the day, whether or not you want to change careers is your decision. Trust yourself to make the call that's best for you.
7.4.
Ryan, I just want you to know that I'm going to school to become an auto mechanic.
Oh, what? Does Nat know about this?
Who cares? It's my life. I really enjoy working on cars.
I get it. You want to study auto mechanics because of your new boyfriend. What's his name? Jimmy or something? Listen, auto mechanics is a man's job.
No, you got it all wrong.
What?
First of all, his name is James. And second, he doesn't work at an auto shop anymore. He had a job there for 5 years, and he really liked his job because he really learned how to identify and fix problems. You, on the other hand, can't even change the toilet paper roll in the bathroom.
Hey, that's not fair.
And James is now back in college. He's majoring in nursing.
Nursing? That's a woman's job.
I cannot believe I'm hearing this.
What?
A man can be a nurse and they can do the job just as well as anybody else. Nurses, whether they're men or women, can care for the sick, the elderly, and things like that. And are you saying that women can't be farmers, carpenters, or truck drivers?
Well, most men do those jobs, so anyway, women could do them if they want. I just think that women are better suited to be secretaries, waitresses, piano teachers, you know.
Man, you're stuck in the 18th century. No one will marry you.
No, well, just forget this. But, well, not to change the subject, but I'm having a problem with my car, and I was wondering if James, could take a look at it.
Forget it. Start pushing.
7.5.
So, have you found a job yet?
No, but I have a few leads, so things are looking up.
But isn't that what you always say?
Yeah, but this time is different.
Well, what are you looking for this time then?
Actually, I want to work for a web hosting company.
Well, what would you do there?
Well, in a nutshell, web hosting companies provide space for people to store and run their websites. Does it sound like I know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, sort of.
And then, sort of, well, they allowed people to run their websites without having to buy or maintain their own servers. And I'd like to work in technical support, helping customers resolve computer-related problems with their sites. And I'm a good communicator.
So, how's the pay for that kind of job?
Well, most people I know start out with a very reasonable salary. You can earn pay increases depending on your performance.
So, what about benefits?
Oh, the benefits are pretty good. They provide health insurance, 2 weeks paid vacation a year, and opportunities for advancement. And in the end, I'd like to work in a management position. Sitting back, enjoying the view out of the 20th story window of the office building, something like that.
Well, is there any long-term security in a job like that?
Hard to tell. The internet is booming, and these kind of companies are sprouting up everywhere, which is a good thing. But just like the dot-com era, you never know how long things will last.
Well, have you ever thought about going back to school to improve your job skills?
Wait, what are you suggesting?
Well, more training might help you land a better job.
Well, are you trying to say something about my current job? Is there something going on here? What are you saying?
Well, you did drop out of college.
I know, but I don't know. I'm just seeing my current job at McDonald's as a step up.
McDonald's?
Yeah, but, I don't have the resources to go back to school at the moment. However, the job I'm looking at will pay for some classes after I've been with the company for 6 months.
Well, it looks like you have things planned out this time.
If I last that long.
7.6.
The president of the African Development Bank, Akinwumi Adesina, has won the 2017 World Food Prize. Mr. Adesina won the prize and $250,000. He got the award for his 2 decades of work in increasing food production in Africa. He used his experience as a top banker to help agriculture in Africa. He helped to change many farming laws and made it easier for small farmers to get loans for their business. He also helped farmers to modernize their farms and the way they grow their crops. The World Food Prize Foundation president, Kenneth Quinn, said Mr. Adesina won the prize for driving change in African agriculture for over 25 years and improving food security for millions across the continent. The World Food Prize was created by the 1970 Nobel Peace Prize winner Norman Borlaug. He is known as the father of the Green Revolution. He helped to breed crops that produced more food and were stronger and more resistant against disease. His work helped to prevent famine in Asia in the 1960s. Mr. Quinn said Adesina grew up in poverty in Africa and decided to do his best at school to get a good education. He got a PhD in agricultural economics. He became a leader in African banking and was also Nigeria's Minister of Agriculture from 2011 to 2015. Quinn said Adesina used his background and experiences to lift millions of people out of poverty, especially farmers in rural Africa.
7.7.
Why do people work? Have you ever thought about that? Sure, money is pretty important to get the things you need and want. For some people, having money is really important. But for a lot of people, there are other reasons why they work. Some people love the work they get to do. Some think that the work they do is important to the world. Others enjoy where they work or the people they get to work with. And almost everyone is motivated by doing work they are good at doing. We all want to feel successful. Have you ever met someone that is unhappy with their job? It's not a pretty sight, is it? So, how do you steer yourself to a different result? Find a career that is motivating to you. And how to do that? Figure out what's important to you. Be clear about what you value. Want to spend your days working outside? That's good to know when you choose a career. Love the challenge of throwing yourself into new and difficult problems to solve? Choose a career where you get to do new and different tasks every day. Want to stay in the community where you grew up? Find careers that make that possible. These are examples of what you value shapes the decisions you should make when choosing a career. Here's the crazy thing. A lot of teens don't think about what's important to them before they choose a career path. You can get a lot out of your career, but you'll only get what you want if you know what you want.
7.8.
Do you know where you'll be in 20 years? 30. Most of you will probably be working in some sort of career. But do you know what career? Where will you live? What careers will be available in the future? The reality is, many of tomorrow's careers don't even exist yet. Think about it. Do you think the people of 40 years ago imagined working on computers? As you can see, thinking about the future can be both challenging and exciting. The good news is, there are ways to help prepare for your career of the future. It begins with exploring what interests you, what drives you, what gets you excited. It may be one of your favorite classes in school, or it could be a hobby, music, art, technology, or working with other people. The careers of the future are so diverse, there will be many choices for you that match what you love to do. The world is a big place, but the future rapidly approaches. The world continues to become smaller and smaller. But don't sweat it. If you begin exploring your options now, your future will be bright. You are in the driver's seat. Let's set a course for your future. Let's explore where your drive might take you.
7.9.
People have wondered for years what Santa does and how he does it for free. Researchers have now come up with an answer to these age-old questions. The insurance company Insure.com has calculated a hypothetical figure of $139,924 for Santa's efforts this year. This is a 1.5% increase on last year, which is in keeping with austerity measures suffered by most people around the world. The figure is roughly twice the amount that caregivers in the USA would receive. Researchers at Insure.com created a list of the various jobs Santa performs throughout the year to create a job description. They then estimated the total time spent on each task to get the final figure for Santa's annual salary. The researchers discovered that Santa is indeed a multi-skilled worker who pretty much has to be a jack of all trades. Among his skills are reindeer handling, gift wrapping, chimney expert and map reader. The vast majority of his salary, however, comes from managing his toy factory. It is estimated the bearded one spends 2,912 hours a year organizing his elves and making sure toys for the world's children are of the right quality. He gets the standard $40.09 an hour for this. His highest hourly rate is for the 10 hours he spends being a sleigh pilot and delivering presents. Comparisons were made with airline pilots, and researchers reckoned a sleigh pilot would earn $62.31 an hour.
7.10.
Al and Lexi realize there's a big world out there, and upon graduating from high school, they'll be thrust into an abundance of opportunities. But how will they make choices and navigate this new world? Luckily, they have their teachers, counselors, school support staff and partners, parents, and an entire community to guide them through a process that will equip them for whatever path they choose. The process is called academic and career planning. We like to think of the academic and career planning process as a voyage. You, the student, like Al and Lexi, are empowered to create a map for your future. And it all comes with the necessary tools to help: the mirror, the compass, the map, and the vehicle. Who am I? The mirror. What interests me? What am I especially good at? What is my preferred learning style? What makes me different from others? How do I want to be perceived? Answering these questions will help you appreciate what makes you unique. What do I want to do? The compass. There are so many options to explore. What careers would I like and be good at? What industries am I most interested in? What types of jobs will be available in the future? And how much can I expect to earn in different careers? Answering these questions will help you start charting the initial leg of your journey. How do I get there? The map. What courses should I be taking to position me for success? What work or service experiences will give me exposure and teach me the skills I need? What about extracurricular activities? What type of education do I need after high school? What are the admission requirements, and how much will it cost? Having so many choices can seem overwhelming. That is where a map comes in handy. Your personal academic and career plan will guide you through how to answer these questions so that you can chart, monitor, and revise your personal journey as needed. Go. The vehicle. Your own personal voyage is unique to you. Every student has a unique destination and a unique way of getting there. It's time to step into your future. Bon voyage! If you know exactly what you want to do, you may take a fast one-way track to your destination. You will be able to engage in courses, activities, work and service experience, and a post-high school education that directly supports your personal and career goals. If you have some ideas about what you want to do, but don't know for sure, you may choose a more fluid way to navigate. You can make several stops along the way trying new things to decide what you like and don't like. You can choose courses, learning experiences, and post-high school options that support multiple areas of interest. If you have no idea where you are headed, you can benefit by observing the landscape, making sure you know all options available to you. You'll want to look for experiences and post-high school options that will help you decide on your destination. Just like Al and Lexi, you are in charge of your own voyage, and you have a lot of support. Your teachers and counselors will help you chart and navigate through your voyage, persevere through any storms encountered, and make choices that will leave many doors open for your future. Your parents can help by getting to know what is important to you, helping you prioritize, supporting you as you encounter challenges, and teaching you how to advocate for what you need. The community will help by showing you all the options available to you. Academic and career planning ensured that Al and Lexi were college and career ready. It will help you too. Being college ready is important because most jobs require that you complete some form of education after high school. What that looks like depends on your goals. Being college ready is a lot more than being accepted to a college. It means you have acquired the knowledge, skills, and dispositions needed to complete the degree or credential you set out to earn. It means you know enough about yourself, your goals, and the steps needed to achieve those goals in order to invest wisely in your education after high school. Being career ready is important because it helps you choose the right type of post-high school education for your goals. It allows you to enter the workforce at the time that is right for you. You will have the knowledge, the skills, and dispositions to apply what you have learned, secure and sustain employment, and earn the money you need to support yourself. Al and Lexi may not yet know their destination, and that's okay. Even those students who do will experience change along the way. What's important is that you know how to use your map and the academic and career planning resources available to plan your journey and redirect when you feel you are off course. There are many choices in life, but few as important as planning your future. The person you will become tomorrow will be the result of the choices you make along the way. Academic and career planning. Own your voyage